Hey guys, so I'm so excited to talk to you about this brand that I came across on my IG channel maybe 3 months ago now. And I actually met them at their launch event in New York City, and they gifted me their entire collection of products. And so I've been trying their products over the last like two and a half months, and finally getting around to writing up a full blog review of the products, and obviously a YouTube video. And this coming weekend, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'll give you a bit more about the giveaway in a bit. But what's the brand? The brand is Good Science Beauty. Good Science Beauty. Look, I love science. If I weren't a copywriter, I want to say, if I hadn't ended up majoring in English, probably I could very likely have ended up doing something in the sciences, like in biology or chemistry or something like that. Between languages and science, that's really what I loved in school when I was growing up and in high school. And I hated everything else. So I couldn't stand math class. I think I only got through geometry by cheating. That was the only way I could possibly understand what the hell I was doing. It was a nightmare. The professor, not even a professor, the teacher was just horrific. He was boring as hell. And it's funny, so you probably don't know this about me, but I taught English. So I when I moved out to Los Angeles, I don't even know how long it is now, 20-something years ago. When I moved out to Los Angeles to work in retail and ended up being a cosmetics manager at Bullock's and Barney's, I after that went into copywriting, and I taught English, but I remember thinking back when I was teaching about how bad that one geometry teacher was. He was awful. And because he was just boring, he had no passion for what he was doing. I mean, okay, so it's math, but how are your students supposed to be inspired if you're not inspired? And so I found that my language teachers, my Latin teachers, my English teachers, and my science teachers in high school and in junior high school actually were all so passionate about what they were teaching. And I was intrigued by that, and I drew energy from them and took on their passion and really loved the work. And look, I ended up becoming a copywriter because of it. My 10th grade English teacher was the most inspirational of all. I, growing up, hated my name, and she made me love my name because she loved my name and I revered her. And so I had this one science teacher, and I talk about it a bit in my blog this week. So be sure you check the SKINCARMA blog on Tuesday. It goes live Tuesday, and I go into this. But my high school earth science teacher was the first day of class. This was 9th grade, so actually it was the first day of high school, and the first day of earth science class. And he said, he was introducing himself and basically giving us the syllabus, what we were going to be studying and learning about the earth over the course of the next 6 months or however long the semester lasted. And he said that trees make the wind blow. He just said it, matter of fact. He was, going into his lesson and blurted this out. And I don't actually remember all that much engagement about it. There might have been some pushback. Of course, everybody was like, what did this fool just say? He said, trees make the wind blow. And, you know, he's an authority. He's the teacher. He's the earth science teacher. If trees make the wind blow and the earth science teacher says that, it is obviously true. And so that was the end of that until like the last day of school. And, you know, he's wrapping things up. So we'll fast forward, I guess, was it a year? Did I take earth science for a year? I don't remember in high school if classes, I guess the classes were a whole school year, right? So it was a whole school year of earth science, so 10 months. And on the last day of class, he was wrapping things up and talking about, you know, what we could expect for sophomore year or second year of high school. And he reminded us that on the first day of school, he'd said that trees make the wind blow. So he brought that up again and fessed up that it was a complete untruth, that there was no truth behind that, and that the lesson for us was that just because someone in authority says something doesn't mean it's true, and that you have to question everything. And so, like, I never forgot that, and I probably never will forget that, and I have incorporated that into my mindset ever since. And so that was one of my first science teachers, and he left me with that. And I guess it was then that I became intrigued by science, you know, and uncovering the truth of things, and embracing basic facts, and seeing through hype and seeing through falsehoods and all of that. And so I came across this brand, Good Science Beauty, with this notion already that I love science. And if this brand was legitimately, you know, steeped in science and created from pure science with no hype and BS, then I was gonna like fall in love with this brand, right? And I kind of have. And so I want to start. So there's a whole slew of products. I think they have 6 products in the range, and they're all like numbered and coded to look like, you know, chemistry, right? So this one is the Hydrating Face Cream. I'm going to talk about this one in depth. Number 2 is the Skin Renewing Polishing Powder. This product is unbelievable. So it's a cleansing powder. You know, you pour some in your hand, and again, I'll get into it. You pour some in your hand, mix it with a little bit of water into a mild paste, and massage it into your skin. It's incredible. It's the perfect cleanser. So that's 2, 3, 4 is the Skin Brightening Cream. Outstanding formula. I love the texture of this product. I love the science behind the product. Number 5 is the Skin Firming Cream. Also incredible texture. It's really thick, and I've been using it on my neck, actually. And so those are the four products. I'm going to talk about the first 3 today, and they just sent me, so I haven't actually tried this product yet, and unfortunately, because I haven't tried it, I'm not going to be able to talk about it in any kind of substantive way. But this is the Purifying Face Mask, and you know I love a good face mask, right? So that's that. But let's just delve right in. So I said that I had participated in their launch event about 2 months ago, and I didn't know what to expect when I got to the event. It was outdoors on a roof in New York City. It was amazing. Of course, the view's incredible. It's Midtown. You can see the Empire State Building, you know, like 2 feet away. And I got insanely excited when I found out that the scientist and founder of the brand was going to be speaking. right? So, they're serving wine and little like appetizers and, whatever. I didn't care about any of that. I made sure I got myself a front row seat. I was like 2 feet from Dr. Saffie-Siebert is her name. Suzanne Saffie-Siebert. And I was like enthralled, right? She's really, really, really personable, really warm, and a wonky scientist at the same time, which I kind of love. It reminds me of the character behind Keels. Really, it's a warm, welcoming, friendly scientist. Somebody who's super, super smart and at the same time, puts on no airs, and is just very engaging. And she spoke, and I hung on every word. And so Dr. Siebert spent 10 years with her team inventing this new technology. It's a carrier technology called Good Science Plus. Good Silicon Plus. And this Good Silicon technology is infused in all of the formulas, and what it does is it draws the ingredients in the formula, and there are pairs of ingredients in each of these formulas that the entire formula is built around, and the benefits are built around. So this Good Silicon Plus acts as a carrier to bring these complexes of ingredients deeper into the skin and release them over time. So they're time released. So you get a broader range and a deeper range of benefits from the formulas. So the Hydrating Face Cream, 003HY Hydrating Face Cream, has as its central complex 2 ingredients: hyaluronic acid, which we know is an incredible humectant that draws water, moisture into the skin and holds it like a magnet. Hyaluronic acid is paired with marine omega-3, which is an emollient, right? Omega-3 oils. So it's incredibly hydrating, incredibly moisturizing, and the Good Silicon Plus technology carries the ingredients deeper into the skin and releases the hyaluronic acid over time. Actually, I have my iPad notes in front of me here so I can reference them. But I'm causing all kinds of chaos. So the Good Silicon Plus prolongs the hydrating effect of hyaluronic acid, right? So instead of just infusing your skin with hyaluronic acid, and the hyaluronic acid disperses, is dissolved, dissipates, right? The Good Silicon Plus prolongs the effect of the hyaluronic acid, which keeps your skin hydrated longer. It's got a terrific texture, and it also has what I think is an amazing color. So you see it's slightly brown. The formula is slightly brown, and it absorbs instantly into the skin. It smells like, I like to say, like products like this that have no fragrance smell like base. So they smell like the formula themselves and the ingredients. Like they smell like a cake smells. A cake tastes delicious, but it doesn't actually smell delicious. It just smells like cake. And so, I like to think of formulas as cakes, like baked goods, where ingredients all come together to create this magical, terrific thing. And so anyway, so your skin stays hydrated longer. This product is outstanding. All of the formulas contain a slew of non-fragrant replenishing plant oils, like shea butter, sunflower oil, safflower oil. All three of those ingredients are in the top 5 after glycerin and water. I mean, it couldn't get, honestly, more moisturizing or replenishing than that. And I love the idea that the hyaluronic acid in here is time released. So it sustains your skin's hydration levels longer, and the fact that the hyaluronic acid is remaining stable longer in your skin means that it's holding hydration into your skin throughout the day. You can't beat that. Outstanding formula. I wanted to make one other interesting point. So I was mentioning that the formula is brown. All these formulas are like this light shade of brown. And look, that's ugly, right? That's hideous. But guess what? Natural ingredients are varying colors. They're brown, they're green, they're red, sometimes they're blue. And I think that when a formula is not white and is a little off color, that means that the brand didn't use colorants or, anything to neutralize the color of the natural ingredients. And when I first started at Kiehl's, our formulas were really these whack colors, these off shades of beige and ecru and, and some of them were just brown like this one is. And after L'Oreal took over the brand, those colors started going away because big brands do that. It's not necessarily horrible, but everything needs to be made pretty, and everything in life isn't pretty. You can quote me on that. So I love that about this brand. It reminds me of my old school Kiehl's days. Nothing is made pretty. It's just really a high functioning science. So that's the O3 hydrating face cream. Incredible formula. The second one I want to talk about is the Skin Brightening Cream. Now, I brought this with me on my trip to Puerto Vallarta last month, 2 months ago, and I used this product in Puerto Vallarta. And look, I cracked the lid in my travels. So I was using this. The whole time I was there, doing all my crazy sheet masks and stuff. And it's also a really, really good formula. So the technology behind this, again, everything with Good Science Beauty starts out with their Good Silicon Plus technology. And, I neglected to mention that what's really great about silicone and what's great about hyaluronic acid and what's great about squalane is that ingredients like that are recognized by the skin. In the case of silicone, your silicone already exists in your skin. It's a mineral that skin is partly composed of. And because of that, the skin recognizes it as its own. So it doesn't reject it, and it just lets it do its thing because silicone's already there. And so their silicone technology is able to mesh with the skin and perform better because the skin thinks nothing of it. So for the Skin Brightening Cream, they paired Dr. Saffie-Siebert paired her silicone technology with glutathione, which is a really, really powerful antioxidant, and melatonin. And the melatonin aids with the absorption of the glutathione. So it kind of powers up the glutathione, so it makes it more effective. So this product is a brightener. It evens out skin tone. It diminishes the appearance of dark spots. I think I have a pretty even skin tone. That's as a consequence of the high levels of vitamin C that I use in my regimen. But so anyway, Good Science Beauty says that their glutathione is an antioxidant with anti-melanogenic properties. So melanin, right? So it prevents the overproduction of melanin, the spread of melanin, which causes pigmentation. And then the melatonin boosts the effects of the glutathione. This formula is not as ugly as the hydrating face cream. It's also a lot thinner, more quickly absorbed. Everything's going on the neck today. It's cold, it's dry, and I can't hold enough moisture in my neck. So that's the broken lidded skin brightening cream number 004. Outstanding product. Love it. I've been kind of alternating between the skin brightening cream and the hydrating face cream. Sometimes I use skin brightening cream at night, and I've been using the hydrating face cream in the morning. And actually, I need to put this on because I haven't put any moisturizer on yet. I've basically nearly completed my regimen for this morning, which is why my skin is quite reflective. God, it's just like super refreshing, super thin. It's more like a lotion than a cream. And then what I need to do is apply sunscreen, then I'm all good for the day. Eye cream's done, all of that. It's funny, when I was a kid, I used to come home and watch Julia Child, and the Julia Child cooking show at it must have been 2:30, 3 o'clock, I guess maybe I watched it after General Hospital, because I watched General Hospital at 3 o'clock. And so then I would watch Julia Child's cooking show, and it always used to crack me up how she'd be making this really complicated dish, and she'd be like, "Now you've got to put it in the oven for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour," or whatever it was. And I'd crack up because you weren't going to sit there for 45 minutes while this thing cooked. She had another one that was already done in a different oven, right? And she's like, "Oh, the miracle of television," and she would pull out the completed, whatever casserole she was making. I feel like that I do that with my skincare regimen when I come on to talk about blah, 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 blah. Look, I'm already almost entirely baked, and I just need to put on my moisturizer and a sunscreen, and I'm good to go. I should do the rest of this in Julia Child's accent. So the next product that I want to talk to you about in depth is the one that I'm most infatuated with. Why am I obsessed with cleansers? I don't know what it is, but I am. I'm obsessed with cleansers. I can't get enough cleansers. I must have 20 cleansers in my shower, and guests are like, "Which cleanser should I use?" Remember I was saying that this is called the Skin Renewing Polishing Powder, and it's a cleansing powder. And if you have never used a cleansing powder, you're really missing out. Cleansing powders are amazing. I do not care for physical scrubs, right? I don't care for anything grainy. And as you can see, this is really fine. It looks more like baby powder. It's like a light talc. It has dried bentonite clay in it, along with silicone, vitamin E, turmeric, and sandalwood. And so what you do, if you haven't used a cleansing powder, what you do is you take a little bit of water and you make a paste. You see? The more water you use, the more creamy it becomes. The less water you use, the more grainy it stays and exfoliating. The more exfoliating power you get out of it. However, if you even if you use this on dry skin, you aren't going to scratch your face, which is my issue with physical scrubs. because the powder is so super fine. So I love that product. I use it day and night. I love it in the shower in the morning. Of course, I use it on my whole head because I shave my whole head. And I use cleanser. I use facial cleanser over my, like, the whole thing. I don't use shampoo or any of that. So this is an excellent product. If you haven't tried a cleansing powder, this is where you want to start. Incredible. And then the last product I want to talk about is the Skin Firming Cream. Just quickly, it's got barley extract, which is proven to have firming qualities, along with like soy. A lot of products that are intended to firm skin have high levels of soy or barley extract in them. It also improves elasticity. Terrific formula. This one's quite a bit thicker than the others, and like I said, I've been using this one on my neck. It doesn't say that it's for the neck, but it doesn't matter. Your neck needs the same thing as the rest of your face. Your eye area needs the same thing as the rest of your face. Skin is skin. Your scalp needs the same thing as the rest of your face. So anyway, I just want to quickly touch on this one. So they Good Science Beauty combined, obviously, their barley extract with a mushroom extract called Poria cocos, which helps to keep collagen and elastin from breaking down in the skin. And of course, they paired that with their Good Silicon Plus technology, which brings it deeper into the skin and again releases it over time. So you get really terrific benefits out of it. Now, that's pretty much all I want to talk about going into the products, but I do want to announce here today that I am doing a holiday giveaway, and from the brand, one SKINCARMA winner will receive these three: the Hydrating Face Cream, the Brightening Skin Brightening Cream, and the Skin Renewing Polishing Powder. These three products will be part of a giveaway next weekend, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's December 14th through the 16th. I'll post it on my page with, the usual rules. And that's kind of it. I do want to give a quick shout out to one of my really good friends who watches all of these videos in bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning when he gets up with his boyfriend. And I just want to say, get your ass up and get to work. Okay, guys, have a good one, and I will post all of the information about the giveaway onto my page. And be sure to check out the SKINCARMA blog for a full write-up on all of the products, and do give them a look. They're really, really, really well made. They are SKINCARMA approved, period. All right, have a good one. Ciao.